Okay, well, with the sunshine yesterday and the potential for rain a little bit later on this evening, we know the growing season is well underway.
Yes, this is my first spring in my new home, and I'm working on a really great landscaping plan to spruce up my lawn and the overall outside look of my house.
Okay, one thing you have going for you in your neighborhood is the fact you have great mature trees all around. Well, if that's not the case for your yard, I recently discovered a great supply of substantial trees grown locally by the folks at Harder & Warner Landscaping and Garden Center. Spring is the perfect time of the year to talk about making those great improvements to your landscaping, or maybe you're building a new home. We're here with Darren Weller, nursery manager at Harder & Warner, to talk about those great signature pieces that are the anchor of any landscape.
Really, when you're starting your landscape, you need to start with the big stuff and work your way down. And here at Harder & Warner, we have the biggest of the big stuff. We grow shade trees up to 5 inches in caliper. They'll be 15 to 20 feet tall when you plant them the first day.
How is that possible? Because I would assume that to transport a really large tree like that, you have to have a large size root ball.
Yep, when we grow all of our trees within 20 miles of our shop here. We've got 3 different farms, and then that allows us to dig the root balls as big as we want. We dig up to 44-inch root balls so that we can transplant the larger, healthy trees.
And you work with people if they want to even dig their own hole. You give them the dimensions for the tree that they've picked out, and you transport and actually set them up.
Certainly, we can do the delivery to the hole, like you mentioned, where you dig your own tree. We'll come and set it in place, make sure it's straight and it's going to stay there, and then you can finish planting yourself for a minimal charge.
Okay, so tell us about the survival rates, because I'm guessing that these trees, you have to know what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Well, if you follow our planting and watering instructions, your survival rates are going to be in the high 90s.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so, and the benefit from growing them in local soil types, does that help with that survival rate?
Yep. Our trees have already been out at our farms for 5 to 10 years. They're acclimated to the local soils. Instead of, bringing in trees from the West Coast that don't know these soils, your tree's already going to be used to it. It's going to pop out new root growth and upward growth the first year.
All right, so if you're landscaping, building a new house, or looking to just maybe add that fresh look, think of a substantial tree. And of course, if you're thinking about a substantial tree, you have to head to Harder & Warner. Yeah, that's really pretty cool. I was really so impressed with the selection of those trees, 8 to 10 years old. You know they're grown right here in West Michigan, and that's why the survival rate is so great, because they're actually grown in the same soil conditions, the same environmental conditions, the same weather conditions.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It makes all the difference to see that, and the fact that the trees have been grown helps guarantee they're going to survive longer. To think they have at least a 95% survival rate of the trees that they transport and then transplant at their house.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, 95% at least. Okay, Darren was sharing with me the great starting point for landscaping plan is often one of those substantial trees. And this is really the perfect time of the year to get going on it. If you're interested in checking out the great selection, Harder & Warner, located on M37, just south of the M6 interchange. Technically, the address is Caledonia, but they're really just less than a half mile south of M6. You can see the overpass right there. So it's easy on, easy off.
Very easy to find.
Very easy to find. Oh yeah, you gotta love it. We have a fun show coming up.
We do, so don't go away. We have a lot of 8 West to come.
Your all-access pass to everything West Michigan.